Three fires must you light, one for life, one for death, and one to love. All right, for my non-book readers out there, in the books, in the second book, and this is in the second season, when Daenerys goes into the House of the Undying, she gets a bunch of prophecies. And some of those prophecies relate to what we just saw in this episode. First off, they tell her that she's going to have to light three fires, one for life. That was in season 1 when the dragons came. Once for death, which is obviously the scene we just saw, and one to love. All right, we don't know what the one to love is going to be yet. And the other prophecy is she sees herself standing beneath the Mother of Mountains, and if you don't know, that's where she is right now. Vaes Dothrak is beneath the Mother of Mountains, and she sees the crones come and they bow before her in the books. That's another one of the prophecies. So all that is coming to fruition in this episode, and it's really setting it up like, man, Daenerys is important. If you don't understand the magnitude of what she just did, like basically think back all the way to season 1 when they're talking about how her son is going to unite every Khalasar under, one ruler. That's what she just did. All the cows were gathered to decide whether or not she would be a part of the Dosh Khaleen. She killed all the cows. She did it. She killed them. So, and she came out of the fire alive and they all bowed. Like, every Khalasar. Do you understand what's happening? This is the most significant thing that we've seen in a very long time from this show. This is huge. This is big time for everyone. Like, if the books play out anything like this, then this is like a huge shift in the odds to like Daenerys' team. Like, she could fuck up. She can really fuck shit up now. She is commanding all these Khalasars. So that means Yunkai, Astapor, those guys, they don't stand a chance once Daenerys gets back. The 7 years of slavery? No. Slavery is ending now if she says it will. And, she has the support of the Dosh Khaleen as well, so that's another big thing. They're like a big spiritual thing. If Daenerys has the support of the Dosh Khaleen, that's a huge thing because even the cows listen to the Dosh Khaleen. But the thing is, the cows are all dead because fucking Daenerys Stormborn, the unburnt, the mother of dragons, the slayer of lies, the daughter of death, breaker of chains. She just burnt them all alive, and now she is the Khaleesi of the Great Grass Sea, truly now. Like, all of it. Assuming there aren't any other cows with other Khalasars that didn't come to Vaes Dothrak. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure it was all of them. I'd sound really stupid if it wasn't. But even if it wasn't, still, her, like, the army that she just gained was like, it's like, really, it's game time now, guys. So in the opening scene, there is Jon Snow and Dolorous Edd, and they're having a chat. Jon Snow's getting ready to leave. And Dolorous Edd is all like, man, why are you leaving the Night's Watch, man? There are White Walkers coming, man. Why? And Jon Snow just kind of looks at him like, nigga, really? Why? Why, motherfucker? Y'all niggas killed me, motherfucker. Why would I say? Fuck that shit. That shit said till death, motherfucker. Nigga, please. Hey, you know what? I agree with Jon. Fuck it. Fuck the Night's Watch. He died. He did his part. He fulfilled his oath. He can go. He can go and, take back Winterfell. That's awesome. Night's Watch, whatever. Let them deal with the fucking White Walkers. In fact, I think that all of mankind should just march their little happy behinds on back to South Thoros, or wherever where man originally came from. Because clearly, Essos and Westeros was inhabited by magical beings that are super pissed off that you took their land. So just bounce your ass way back to where you came from. Alright, you fucked shit up enough. Just go mankind. Get out of here. Get out. Alright? And Jon Snow can just chill for the time being, Let him have his moment to just chill before the long night, alright? Cool. So, Sansa and Brienne and Podrick finally arrive at the Wall, and we get this awesome reunion between Jon and Sansa, which is great. We finally get to see some Starks reunited. This is like the first time since Catelyn and Ned in like the first season, so that's pretty crazy. Well, no. Catelyn and also Robb were together a while, but other than that, we haven't seen a single Stark reunion. They've been so far apart, and it's funny and kind of ironic that Jon isn't even a Stark, and also that Sansa didn't even really get along with Jon very well when they were young. Like, she kind of viewed him as like, oh, he's the bastard brother, he's not my real brother, but now he's pretty much the only one she gets, so she's got to stick with him. So they're bonding, and Jon is like, I'm going to take you with me wherever I go, I'm going to protect you. And then there's a bit of dialogue that I think is very significant that I think a lot of people might miss. They're talking about the first time they left Winterfell. And Jon says, we should have never left Winterfell. And Sansa's like, yeah, I wish I could go back and, scream at myself and say, don't go. But, that's crazy because guess who can go back and like scream at themselves and say, don't go? Bran, because he totally did it in like the last episode. He screams at his dad and his dad hears him. That is significant, people. I'm telling you. So Sansa's like, you know, dude, we should totally go take back Winterfell. Okay, I do like Sansa now that she's, taking more initiative and she has Brienne with her, so, she's becoming more of Lady Stoneheart. But at the same time, I can't blame Jon for being like, I'm done fighting, because he's been through a lot. He literally died. But still, Sansa gained major points for me because she's all like, I want your help, but I'll do it myself if you won't help me. I love it. I love it. Keep doing what you're doing, Sansa. I'm totally team Sansa Stoneheart all the way. So next, Melisandre's all like, Jon Snow's the prince that was promised, and I'm just gonna do what he says. And Davos is like, I thought that was Stannis. What the frick happened? What happened to Shireen? And she's all like, well, Stannis died in battle. And then Brienne walks up like, ha ha ha, I killed Stannis. So that means I was completely wrong. Like, Davos has no idea what happened to Shireen, but I guess he assumes that she's dead. But he does not know that Melisandre had anything to do with it, so when he finds out, I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, what could he do against Melisandre? I mean, she is pretty powerful. I mean, she did drink poison, she did summon a shadow baby. I mean, I don't know. Davos doesn't seem to really stand a chance, even though she's losing faith. And the whole thing about the prince that was promised, I don't really think there's fucking prince that was promised. Maybe it's Jon Snow, but really, honestly, I'm betting on Daenerys. It's like they're setting it up, and especially this episode, you got Jon Snow just being like, screw it, I'm completely apathetic towards it, I don't want to do it, I just want to go chill. And you got Daenerys, who's like literally like rising up through the fire and like got like thousands of people bowing before her. I mean, that kind of seems like, the prophecy. In the books, there are people that think it's her. Anyways, there are people that literally say Daenerys is the prince that was promised, and that, like, literally in the books, there's a character that says, they got it wrong. It really could have referred to a princess. And this person says, it must be Dany. But still, people think it's Jon because of the R+L=J thing. And I get why people think it's Jon, but it just doesn't seem to fit. I don't know. But it could be. I don't know. There's so many questions. We will see, though. Like, it'll be revealed soon enough. So Peter Baelish is back. His plan for sending Sansa to the Boltons still makes no fucking sense to me. He has control over the Eyrie now because he has Robin in his back pocket, and that's pretty much it to this scene. Whatever. So Grayscale Jorah and Daario Naharis finally get to Vaes Dothrak, and they're gonna go look for Daenerys. Okay, I just have to say this. I've tried with 2 different Daarios since season 3 to like the show version of Daario. And I hate him. I can't bring myself to like him. I mean, the book version is just cooler. I'm sorry, it just is. This version is so stupid, he's so lame. And also, every freaking character that's not like a main super important character just looks so plain. Like in Essos, in the books, everything is just so colorful. There's all these different styles and cultures. And Daario is one of those characters that was like super weird. He has like a blue fucking beard or some shit. And he's like always dressed in like flamboyant yellow and stuff like that. And in the show version, it's just like every other dude, and I just don't like it. I just wish it was like the books. Sorry if you don't like me bitching and complaining, but that's just my honest opinion. I don't know. So they sneak into the city, and Jorah gets his ass kicked by a couple of Dothrakis. They find Daenerys, and they're like, you gotta come with us. And she's like, we're not getting out of here alive. But wait, I have a plan. Oh look, it's Marjorie. Guess what? I don't care. I don't care about Marjorie. Okay? And also, the High Sparrow is such a fucking creep. I hate this guy so much. How he's so like, oh, we're all so full of sin. You know what? Go live your religious life somewhere else. You don't get to impose your religion on everybody else, you piece of shit. Alright? So Cersei finds out from Tommen that the High Sparrow is also planning on making Marjorie make a Walk of Atonement. She goes to Lady Olenna and Kevan and convinces them that they need their help, and Lady Olenna is still being a total fucking bitch. I hate Lady Olenna in the show. And I don't know why, because she's basically the same character that she was in the books. She's the same character, basically. I guess it's because I like Cersei more in this show, and I look at Cersei now as more of a protagonist. I don't know why, I just like Cersei. I want her to defeat the Tyrells for some reason. I just don't like Lady Olenna very much. But she's an awesome character. I mean, I do like her when she's not antagonistic towards Cersei. Because I like Cersei. It's weird, I don't know. Who likes Cersei? I do, but I don't know. Okay, so Asha's dead now, and Like, why did they even bring her back, honestly? You know, every time I see the Bolton banners, I just know it's gonna be freaking, oh my god, it's gonna be just so sad and depressing. Everything that happens with the Boltons is just so fucking bleak. It's like, oh, it's just horror after horror after horror. Will somebody kill this son of a bitch, please? So the pink letter arrives. Now, a lot of book readers didn't know whether or not this was going to happen in the show because in the books, it happens before Jon Snow actually dies. So it's happening after he dies and is resurrected in the show. And in the books, it's a little bit more to it and a little bit less. They don't have Rickon in the books. Basically, Ramsay is saying, I want my bride back because it's a long story. It's a long story. I'm not even going to go into it. It's just different. It's a little different. But basically what it amounts to is that Jon Snow is marching south to Winterfell. And I like how in the show, Sansa takes the letter from him and finished reading it, and she's pissed. She's like, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna march on Winterfell because they have our brother, and that's what you fucking do when they take your family. You know, we're gonna stick together, and we're gonna get Rickon back, and I freaking love it, and I cannot wait until they march on Winterfell, and I cannot wait to see Ramsay Bolton get fucking killed in the most fucking gruesome, terrible way possible. And the last scene is history. Daenerys Targaryen, reminding us why we love her so much. She sets all the cows on fire, and she takes control of all the Khalasars. We love it. This episode was so good. I really liked it. I'll give this episode, oh my god, this is probably my favorite episode so far, so 9.3. I really, really liked it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more ideas of Ice and Fire, and if you're interested in the lore and the mythology of the world and theories about A Song of Ice and Fire, check out some of my other videos. I did one recently on the other gigantic wall in the world of Ice and Fire that nobody is concerned about for some reason. The 5 forts in Yi Ti are still used to this day to guard the Golden Empire from raiders out of the Great Waste which lies beyond. The 5 forts lie between the Bleeding Sea and the Mountains of the Morn. They effectively block anything from entering Yi Ti from the further east.